I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, hop on it, hop at it. Rep for your prom, for your post, your pop and your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East.
That's a big number, big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian, blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion, the skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell, keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by they self.
That's why I treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And a fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
We just round here and make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
Now Newton on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 41, Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Gun.
Newton throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now Newton, quite the opening drive, and that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers, Olsen. Greg Olsen there to make the grab. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Let's go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front.
Well, he's into the clear. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 45 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And that was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner is giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ready? 8, read. Check. Walk 54. Hey, tight. Now.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's get off the field,
On 1st and goal, Collins. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now they'll throw it with Manning. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Check.
Manning now on 3rd and goal. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Newton now to throw. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Here's Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Saquon Barkley. Room here to run. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now Manning. Caught right side, Tate. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line. Come on, set. 60 or. Hey, we're pretty quiet, G. We're pretty quiet. Hit it.
A first down carry for Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I got you. I got you.
Throwing again. Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Look at that, buddy. Man left.
Off play action. Newton. And caught left side. Olsen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Newton, and the giant rush gets home as down he goes. B.J. Hill, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now Newton, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's a elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Manning. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Mario Addison in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, and he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. That's complete to Meredith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Saquon Barkley running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go, here we go. 30 base. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Shift. Hey, zoom.
Check, 59. It's our time.
From the gun, it's Manning. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Newton now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Where's 52? Block 52.
Newton now to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe...
And he loses the football a second time. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here, but that will be how this first half comes to an end. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, it's Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try and run forward with Collins. The 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Collins. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. 14 yards as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. B.J. Hill, his second sack of the night.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for a loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Ready? You ain't going nowhere. Watch tight end, watch tight end.
They fake the give. Newton. He's going to sling this deep down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, 58 yards. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Switch. Topper.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Flushed out right. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. Gets it to Meredith, complete. This is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What we got?
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go. 60 or. Here we go. Right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And Tate's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Manning now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 3. Check. General West. Hey, Haywood.
Now Manning. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
I got wide. Check 28.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. This was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Newton to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. This is Barkley, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And a Panther first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now he's flushed. Oh, no, lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. The big fella past the 20.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've got a lot of turnovers. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Barkley. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Rosa's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tough part is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just back off totally from throwing the football, do you? So the potential exists for that 5th one to occur.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.